Welcome to Words Matter, the podcast where we explore the transformative power of language and how the words we choose shape our lives. I'm your host, Deanna Ley, the Catalytic Coach, and I'm here to guide you on a journey of opportunities, progress, and change. Each episode will dive into a thought-provoking quote or phrase, unpack its meaning, and discover how it can inspire us to rise above challenges, embrace joy in the journey, and ignite our possible. Your words matter because you matter. Now, let's get to today's amazing episode. Hello there, and welcome back. I'm so excited to chat with you again on this episode of Words Matter, because today I want to talk about something that we all need to shift from time to time: our perspective. Wayne Dyer once said, change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. Sounds simple, right? Of course, Wayne, no problem. But in practice, it can feel anything but easy. How do you actually change the way you look at something when you're feeling stuck, overwhelmed, frustrated? How about when you're spiraling? I'm going to share a real personal moment that happened to me last weekend. And so buckle up, friends. Right now, what's going on in my life, I call it the messy middle. See, I have a lot of things in my life right now that have been in constant flux, lots of changes and challenges over the last couple months. And for some reason, right now, they're all converging at once. And usually I don't mind an uphill battle. I'm a hiker. I love going uphill, much better than downhill. And I also know that that's where grit and tenacity are built. But for some reason, last weekend, my brain decided it wanted to battle all my uphills at once. I mean, to be honest, my mood had been building for quite a while, this mood where it was slowly bubbling beneath the surface. And I have a lot of tools in my tool belt, things that I've gathered over the years that usually help me keep moods like this at bay. Usually I can help manage those thoughts before they take over and consume me from the inside out, but not that day. Nope, that day everything seemed to converge all at once. Each thought piling onto the next until I was spiraling. I was stuck in a good old spiral. I was in a frustrating gap between what my expectations are for where my life should be right now and reality. That's a big gap. In fact, friends, that mood got so bad that I became unbearable to be around, even for myself. But here's what happened. See, I had just finished up some yard work because yard work always tends to calm my brain, and I decided to take a pause. So I stood under this tree in our backyard, one that I've walked past when I mow the lawn countless times before, one that I admire from afar. I've usually not given it much thought, but for some reason, I walked up to the base of that tree, and instead of looking at the tree, I chose to look up. I let my eyes trace its thick trunk, the solid roots, feeling them beneath my feet. I looked at the bold way the branches stretched towards the sky with their beautiful fall-colored leaves. My thoughts actually began to shift. While the frustrations of the day didn't vanish, their weight did feel a lot lighter. I stopped spiraling. I became steady, rooted, ready to move forward again. See, that tree reminded me of one of my favorite quotes that I came up with, and one that I work really hard to live by. I grow through what I go through when I choose to. And we'll dive into that quote deeper next week. Today, though, I want to focus on what that moment taught me about perspective. See, perspective isn't just about seeing things differently. It's about rooting yourself in what actually is and choosing to look up even when life feels overwhelming or uncertain. It's about being grounded in the present, not in our expectations. And that gives us the strength to rise and grow and meet our challenges head on. So how can you put this shift into practice? Well, the next time you feel stuck or overwhelmed, pause. Just take a break. If you can, step outside, find something steady, find something that you can hold on to, a tree, or stand firm in a patch of grass, feel the solid ground beneath your feet, and let it remind you to root yourself in this moment. Then physically look up. Let the act of shifting your gaze also help shift your thoughts. And if stepping outside isn't an option, how about just closing your eyes? Taking a deep breath. Imagine yourself as that tree, rooted, steady, strong. Let the chaos fade as you anchor yourself in what's true right now, this moment, this breath, this choice. From now on, when I find myself spiraling, I'm going to ask myself 2 questions. What am I focusing on right now? And what is true in this moment? I know these 2 questions will help pull me out of the shoulds. I should do this. I should have done that, shoulding all over myself, and shift me back into the reality of what's actually within my control. Wayne Dyer was right. Change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. It's easy to focus on what's not working or how things aren't measuring up to your expectations. But when we take a moment to pause and shift how we see a situation, our perspective changes. Everything changes. I hope you know, friends, that the words we see, read, hear, and say to ourselves about who we are, about what we're doing, and how we're doing it, they do matter. They do shape our perspective, our choices, and our growth. All those words matter, friends, because you matter. Have a great day. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Words Matter. I hope today's message inspired you to embrace opportunities, make progress, and create meaningful change in your life. Remember, every word you speak, especially to yourself, has the power to shape your journey and ignite your possible. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and please share it with someone who needs to hear this message today. Let's keep the conversation going, friends. Connect with me on social media or visit my website at deannaley.com for more inspiration and tools to help you rise and ignite your possible. Until next time, remember, your words matter because you matter.